All right, another day, another video. How you doing? This one has me laughing. I'm sorry, I can't hold back my laugh. It's just so insane. But you know what? It's a crazy world we live in anyway, so he's just playing his part. So I was scrolling Twitter as per, and I came across this article. I was like, yeah, I got to report it. This is what I do. So basically, it says here a British Airways pilot has been sacked after reports he snorted cocaine off a topless woman before trying to fly passenger plane back to London. Listen, I don't know whether he thought he was Leonardo DiCaprio out of Wolf of Wall Street, but he's living life to the fullest. Only part is that I don't like is that he was trying to fly back to London. Like I said, he's the pilot though. I know people travel business class, but he was trying to do business class A. And he said, you know what? F the rules. I'm trying to live life. Unless he's trying to like cosplay as Denzel out of, the Flight movie, where instead of him being intoxicated, he's high. He's on Charlie White. He's on Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. He's just sniffing it all up. So yeah, a British pilot has been sacked after reports he snorted cocaine off a topless woman before trying to fly a passenger plane back to London. Married pilot Mike Beaton boasted about his antics to the stewardess who raised the alarm. The father of one from Devon had been due to fly from Johannesburg, South Africa to London. He was instead flown to Heathrow as a passenger the next day where he tested positive for drug use. Nah, this guy is bugging out. The Sun reported the drug-fueled incident occurred during one of Mr. Beaton's nights off in Johannesburg. Also, he's living it up in South Africa. He was going in. In text to the stewardess colleague, the disgraced pilot described partying with two local men, a female Welsh holidaymaker and a young Spanish woman. He said the group met at a nightclub before heading back to one of the men's flats where the Class A drugs were apparently produced. And it's quoted, "I've lost my shirt somewhere, and one of the local lads produces a plate with a few lines of Coke." We're not talking Diet Coke, people. We're talking Class A. I can't believe it. So then there's a debate about whose chest is the best to do a bump off. I'm telling you, he thinks he's Leonardo DiCaprio from Wolf of Wall Street, sniffing lines off body parts, going all in, betting it all on the house. Like, he doesn't get the thing. This is a pilot. It's not even that he was like, some Uber driver. He's like, I finished my shift. I'm stressed. I need to snort a line. He's dealing with multiple individuals' lives at risk, wanting to fly back as well. He said, hey, I don't want to be clean. I know we're 10,000 feet up in the air, but I'm trying to get higher. So let me just sniff this Snow White. It's crazy. It's the mindset. I respect the mindset, but like, it's batshit crazy. Yeah, so this is what he looks like as well. These are like the only photos basically can find. This guy is a joker. Absolute joker. The father of one's behavior forced the airline to delay the flight for 24 hours while it tried to find a suitable replacement for him, costing them an estimated £100,000. Damn. And then in text, he's saying, claimed he was left so fucked I couldn't even lift my head after partying all night. Hey, listen, I want to party with this guy, innit? I'm not a pilot, but I want to party with this guy. I'm trying to be up in the air, man. This guy, what? Sniffing lines off ladies' chests and that. And he's married as well. He had no remorse, no thought about his spouse. He said, you know what, these lines, it's not just only the lines on the runway that I got to be focused about. It's these lines of cocaine that I'm trying to snort. And obviously that's what he was into. And that's what he got up to. Like I said, he's not only 10,000 feet up in the air. He's got his nose up in powder. No, I can't believe it, man. I'm telling you, that's the thing. Like, apparently there's a lot of like higher ups that are into these type of stuff, Class A drugs, not just cannabis, cigarettes, alcohol, the standard stuff that they always try and, get people in trouble for. It's Class A drugs. Harry Kane, Class A. So, it's great. And then there was another one. I'm thinking, was this linked to him? Because it even says here, Irish Customs officers seized 2,253 kilograms of suspected cocaine, which could be worth 157 million euros. Like, was that his order? Did he purchase that? How is that just suddenly come up when that news of him as well is going through? Like, did he order that online? Like, I'm confused. 157 million. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, if he wasn't feeling it and he wanted to party up the place, at least just call in sick, you know. But he was just like, nah, I'm trying to party up the place, sniff these lines, and then I want to fly. If that causes harm, he don't care. He would have been up, no, because I'm, he would have been in the pilot seat, yeah, off his rocker. And then his co-pilot's like, you know, they're initiating the flight and stuff, and he's saying to him, you know, is this engaged? Is this going on? All the dials and stuff, you know. I'm not a pilot. All the dials and whatnot. And this guy's just up in Lulu land, completely buggered off his brain, thinking, yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, his head's up in the clouds like the Drake Nothing Was the Same album cover. Like, it's actually incredible. I'm just surprised that like how the audacity and whatnot. Like I said, unless he thought he was in a movie and he's playing the starring role, but like I said, only Denzel and Leonardo can do that. You know, they're the actors. This guy's a real life pilot, but he said, you know what, I've only got one life, and he wants to live it. But yeah, no, it's just insane. It's the audacity of it, and obviously his wife must be vexed. She must be fuming, like the embarrassment of it as well. And then obviously he's sniffing lines off ladies' chests. Who knows what else he got into? It's a drug-fueled night with alcohol as well. So you have the JD and Coke, cocaine, God knows what else. And then he's trying to fly back from South Africa to London. Hey, I want to party with this guy, man. He seems lit, but he's way too irresponsible. I'm glad though he didn't fly. I'm glad they found out, because you didn't want innocent lives lost and all that stuff. Next thing you know, you hear about a crash and whatnot. But yeah, man, there's something else. Is this what pilot's life is like? Hey, I might have to be a pilot. I might have to be a pilot.